in the Savior's everlasting arms. Now, it has been said here this morning, I think by 2 or 3 of you, that the best thing that your mother could have possibly given you was her prayer and her faithfulness to God and her desire to see you become a living example of Jesus Christ. And that, folks, is a remarkable thing. It's a wonderful thing. And we can thank God for the mothers who were able to do that for us. And I believe that every mom wants her children to be a shining light, no matter if they're a Christian or not, no matter if they're, whatever they're doing, whatever their activity or actions towards you might have been. Their secret desire is they want you to have a certain success. They want you to be a shining light. Maybe they don't think about Jesus as such, but they nonetheless want you to have some favor in life. And so in all things, I want you to know this, that in all things, whether good or bad, disappointing or otherwise lovely, in all things we give thanks unto God. In all things we give thanks unto God, because God has brought us here to this very moment. You are today what your mother and your father first gave you in the early times of your life. And that is to say, not things bad. I'm saying, you say, well, nothing was good. Well, that's okay, because now you are good, because you are not what she was. Are you with me? All right. It's not it's always love. A Bible teacher by the name of Ron Miller wrote this story, and I want to read this to you. It's called Nellie's story. In her last days before her death, her main concern was that the family she loved so much was going to be with her in heaven one day. The salvation of her sons and daughters, her husband, and her grandchildren was utmost in her mind. I had heard that Nellie had cancer, and Brenda and I talked about visiting her one day, but we never did. There was always an excuse. There was never time. We should make time when God speaks to our hearts to visit someone. Everybody said amen. That's not just for preachers and pastors. That's for all of us. When God lays upon your heart to visit someone, do it. My phone rang one night around 8:30, around the 1st of October in 2007. I was all ready for bed and kicked back in my recliner. It was Jared, Nellie's son. I asked how she was doing, and he began to tell that hospice had been called in, and now it was just a matter of time. Jerry said, "This is the reason I called you. Mama wanted you to come over and talk to all of us." I said, "Is everybody there?" Jerry said, "Yes, all the children, grandchildren, even the in-laws were there." I told Brenda, "We got to get ready." And I grabbed my Bible and drove to Nellie's house. I prayed all the way that God would take control of this situation and guide me in what He would have me to do. It's not about me, it's about Mother's love and God's plan of salvation. And not any would perish, but that all would have eternal life. I went to Nellie's bedside and talked to her in private. And Nellie assured me of her own salvation and asked me, "Please, Ronnie, please, would you speak to my family?" She was concerned, not about herself, but about her family. I could see that sincere love and affection for her family that only could be seen in a mother's eyes. I told Nellie that I would tell them, and God would do the rest. It was up to them if they accepted Christ or not, but I would do my part. I called all of Nellie's family by her bedside, and I told them what her mom had requested of me that she was going to heaven soon, and it was her desire to spend eternity with all of them because she loved them so much. It became the main concern of a dying mother to make sure she would see them all again in heaven. And just as he promised, God showed up there that day, because after I presented God's plan of salvation and asked them to bow their heads and said a little prayer and asked them to pray with me, believing in myself that no one would pray, I would be speaking all by myself, I suddenly heard everyone in the room speaking the prayer after me. To me, Ron says, it sounded better than any choir music I have ever heard. When it was all said and done, all of Nellie's family had accepted Jesus Christ as their personal Savior. God had answered a godly mother's prayer. Satan had lost and Christ had won a great victory that night because of a mother's love for her family, including her husband. After we all rejoiced that night in what God had done, I returned to Nellie's bedside to say good night, and I would see her in the morning and continue to check on her and the family for a while. She was lying on her back looking up at the ceiling with a smile on her face. And I said softly, "It's good, ain't it, Nellie?" She said, "It sure is, Ronnie." God is good. God's love has no limit. You just can't absorb it all. It's just beyond comprehension, Nellie said. After 2 weeks, Nellie Hardy went home to be with the Lord. And as she died in peace, she died knowing that one day she was going to see her family again. Oh, I remember reading Sister Graham. I forget her name. Is it Ruth?
Yes.
Ruth Graham's book. It's been a long time ago that I read it, but I remember her saying at a portion of the book how that her 2 sons had lost their way. And she said it was no use talking to them about it, because the more we would say, the deeper they seemed to run and get into their bad habits. They had cultivated some very bad habits. They were into drugs. They were into dealing drugs. She talks about this, and she said, while it hurt Dad and I, and while we continued to believe that God would one day bring them home, we knew that we could not talk about it. So all I could do was just pray. Later, she said, one of her sons came to her and said, "Mom, when I came in at night, staggering, trying to find my bed, I could hear your voice. I could hear you praying. I could hear you praying. And I knew you were praying for me." Oh, thank God for praying mothers. And I want to tell you, if you have not seen your family enter into the fullness of God like you want to, don't stop. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep thanking God for their return. Because the promise to you is to you and your family, for you and all of those who come after you. The promise of God is yea and amen. And He will not let them go astray. As the prodigal son came home, I'll never forget, my son had lost his wife. She had ran off with another man. She had gone into bad drugs.